is APN Daily News brought to you by Arakan Network. Today, Sunday 7th of November 2016, I am your host Sajid Jalal. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Arakan Network headlines are as follows. 2 bullet-hit boys arrested in Nurulafara. Foreign diplomat asked Myanmar to probe rights violation. A British teacher murdered in Myanmar after horrific attack in apartment with great colleague on the run. Now in-depth story. Burmese army attacked Nurula Farah of Babguna in Mangda South November 4, where 2 teenagers boys were shot to injury and arrested away. The 2 victims were identified as Muhammad Ayaz and Umar Farouk, aged under 17 of the village. The victim got injury of bullet when Burmese government forces opened fire on Rohingya indiscriminately after they had entered the village, but other Rohingya villagers managed to run away from the spot. The 2 teenagers were shot to injury, and at one stage of that they will be again brutally tortured in custody, said a villager. The 2 young men were also tortured on the spot of bullet injury to give them more pain. The Arakan extremists from the village nearby entered the village, taking the advantages of the government forces' attack and looted the valuables of the villagers. The radical Arakan carried away the cattle, poultry, and food items belonging to the Rohingya in full cooperation of security forces, source added. Foreign diplomats call on Myanmar's government to launch a transparent inquiry into human rights violation into Western Arakan state, home to many Rohingya Muslim minorities. The diplomats, including those from the European Union and the United Nations, following a 2-day visit to the region where security forces stand accused of rape, torture, extrajudicial killing, arbitrary arrest and burning of homes, has to be reported. Given the large numbers of allegations of human rights violation, we urge the government to form an independent and credible investigation committee that can look into the allegations and establish the truth, said Renata Lok-Desalegn, the UN Resident and Humanitarian Coordinator in Myanmar. European Union Ambassador to Myanmar Roland Kobia also confirmed the people's suffering and called for human rights to be protected, of the community's transparency to be ensured, and communication and access to humanitarian aid. He further expressed the international community's readiness to help find a long-term solution that addresses the root causes of the issues and bring peace to the troubled region. Rakhine, home to about 1.1 million members of the minority Rohingya Muslim community, has been the scene of communal violence since 2012. The state was again in the spotlight on October 9, 2016, when gunmen attacked 3 police outposts in the town of Mangda near the Bangladeshi border, reportedly leaving 9 police officers dead. Myanmar's government blamed the incident on a Rohingya group, adding that the assailant made off with dozens of weapons and thousands of rounds of ammunition. Myanmar civilian leader Aung San Suu Kyi said her government will not place blame for violence in Rakhine before investigators have gathered all the evidence. According to the UN, Rohingya Muslims are one of the most persecuted minorities in the world. The government denies full citizenship to the community and imposes severe restriction on their movement, branding them illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, even as many trace their lineage in Myanmar back generations. Many of the Muslims have been killed, while tens of thousands have been forced to flee as a result of attack by the Buddhists. A British school teacher has been found dead following a brutal attack in Myanmar, with another Brit wanted by police over the death. The 45-year-old victim's an international school teacher was found dead at an apartment in the city of Yangon. He had wounds to his chest and head. It is believed that Britain had been attacked before being found dead. The victim's wife told police he had been out drinking with a fellow threat. According to local reports, police want to question a 25-year-old British man who is said to be on the run. The identity of both Britons is not yet unknown. A spokesman for the Foreign Office said, "We are providing help and support to the family of a British national following a death in Rangoon, Burma, and are in touch with the local authorities." That's all for now. We'll bring you more news for you updates.